Hey guys, I just want to let you know that I just finished watching 4 or 5 YouTube boating videos. That's not the reason I'm talking to you, to let you know that I watch boating videos on YouTube. You probably already know that, but these particular videos that I watched were very inspiring to me, so I want to talk to you about inspiration. Now, as many of you already know, I started my YouTube channel 15-ish years ago to inspire others. I wanted to share the beauty of our boating areas and what we do in the adventure, and let other people know how much fun it is and how much beauty we have, which is so readily accessible from where we are. Now, some of the newer followers may not know this, but we are located in Ontario, Canada, on a body of water known as Lake Simcoe. And where we are situated on Lake Simcoe, we can get to virtually anywhere in the world by water that is accessible by an ocean, because we have something that's called the Trent Severn Waterway, which will take us down to towards Lake Ontario, south and east, and from there we can get the St. Lawrence River and right out to the Atlantic Ocean, New York City, the Eastern Seaboard, and on and on and on. Or we can head northwest up to Georgian Bay, which is part of Lake Huron, and we can do the same thing. We can go around to Lake Michigan if we want, Chicago, down to the Gulf of Mexico, Florida, and beyond. So we are really fortunate where we are geographically located. Now, when we started our own boating life 25 plus years ago, it was a little bit of a stretch to go, more than 10, 15, 20 miles away from our home port. And once we started doing that and traveling farther and farther, we realized how beneficial it was, how beautiful it was, and how lucky we are to be in this part of the world where we can see this. But again, I know there's a lot of folks that don't necessarily have the means or the wherewithal, or what they thought is the proper size boat to be able to travel farther and more distant. So again, come back to my inspiration is to inspire others to do the same. Now, my biggest inspiration continues to be to inform and to share and to just show people how really easy it is to get on a boat and travel and see these new destinations. And now, given the fact that I'm coming to you from the middle of January and we are in Ontario, Canada, and our lake is frozen solid, we have over 2 feet of snow on the ground, so the boat's not going anywhere. So let's say that our boating season is over. However, I'd like to say it more in a positive vein, not saying our season is over, but the new season is just coming up. Now, once we get back into our boating season, and even before, I hope to be back on the boat and doing projects. I got a few little things lined up in my mind. Actually, I still have one project that is left over from last season, which I have to finish because I took so much video of this project that I was doing. But I hit a brick wall and I never finished it. It's always the simplest little job that just led to one thing leads to another, and on and on. So I hope to get back to the boat when it starts getting a little bit warmer in the next couple, 3 months, and finish that project off. But also I want to do polishing the side of the boat and whatever else that I have on my list before we move on to our next big adventures. I hope you guys watched my last video, because I'm so inspired to be able to share with you the baby steps that we're going to be taking throughout this coming season onto our big plans for the future. Now, the first step is going to be happening, as I think I alluded to in the last video, in the coming week. So stay tuned for that, and you'll see where we're going to go with that. And going through the season, we're going to be making some big changes in our boating life, and we're really looking forward to it. I'm inspired. I wake up at night thinking about that, what we're going to be doing. So I really hope that you guys can follow along with that. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, I probably already have been, inspiring moments on our boating, cruising life. Forgive me if the video quality isn't always 100%, or the audio. I hope to be improving that as things go along as well. I'm always looking forward to new ways that I can inspire you guys, new ways to show new content. And I just want to give a quick shout out to a couple of channels that I've been watching a lot of lately. Anchor Girl and I have been watching a number of channels over the years, but it just seems to be that some folks just, I don't know, lose interest in the YouTube channel and just don't do as much as they should have, could have, or at least as much as I would like to see. And that's fair enough. I know how it goes. Sometimes it can be a grind to keep up a YouTube channel for some folk. I do have a couple of channels I want to give honorable mention to, and that is Frank over at The Retired Boater. If you have not seen his channel, He is a retired boater, and guess what kind of boat he drives? That's right, a beautiful Sea Ray Sundancer, and he does a lot of traveling through the season. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. Go over, if you haven't checked out his channel, look at it and say hi to Frank from the Boogaboo Crew. He would love to hear that. Now, there's another channel that we've been watching for the last few months, and I don't know if you could categorize this as a boating channel. However, the channel Meister, shall we say, Mark is his name. He has a Sea-Doo, and he travels widely through this area, through the Georgian Bay, Trans-Siberian Waterway, Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, and he goes to some pretty fascinating places by Sea-Doo, and I love to watch it. And I think that's how we found him, because he does a lot of traveling up in gorgeous Georgian Bay, which we hope to travel to this coming season ourselves, and I look forward to capturing some great video for you guys while we're up there. What he does, which is fantastic, which I failed to do the last few years, he pops his drone up in the air right off of his Sea-Doo in the middle of seemingly nowhere, and he gets some really, really cool shots. And thank you, Mark, for sharing that, because I find those clips very inspiring, and I hope to do that myself in the coming season. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I do have, my drone is right up there, which I think I've flown maybe a half a dozen times all last year, which is sad and pathetic. So I hope to get that thing flying a lot more. And no, Mark, I don't care if I splash it in the water, because I've been there, done that, and don't care. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just going to wrap this one up by saying I look forward to inspiring you guys more, and I look forward to receiving inspiration from you. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you're following me, I love nothing more to hear your comments and your feedback. And as well, even I have a lot of comments from non-boaters who love to say that for whatever reason they don't have a boat, or they haven't gotten into boating, but they love to watch the content, and they'll reminisce about, you know, maybe as if they were a kid or whatever the story is. So if nothing else, maybe read all the comments in my channel videos and see what other people have to say, and maybe you'll get some inspiration by their thoughts and their reminiscences and their hopes and their dreams as well. Okay, even if you don't have a boat, or if you don't have a boat yet, or you're looking at it and you're looking at different regions to go to if you do have a boat, love to hear from you. Love to hear your inspirations, your thoughts, your dreams, and what it is that you find interesting that I share with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to finish this one off by saying thank you for your inspiration, because you guys give me great feedback and inspire me, like today with the videos that I've seen on YouTube just this afternoon, watching a couple of YouTube videos, which inspired me to do this piece for you guys. So as always, I look forward to your comments. I want to hear from you guys, and yeah, please let me know. Love to hear your thoughts, okay? And I'll love to keep inspiring with you guys as much as I can. Alrighty, and I'll leave it there, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Today's waterway tip is about speed control zones.
Oops.
That's okay. Take two. Today's waterway tip.
I thought I hit the off button. Oh, sorry. Okay, go.
Take three. Today's waterway tip is regarding today. Today's waterway tip is today's water. Quiet. Take five.